so happy, you know, for this achievement. You guys have a piece of this as well. You know, I trained hard during like 12 weeks, pretty much 12 weeks. 9 weeks with Coach Fred right here. And the first 4 weeks was like just adapting for the no-gi season. And you know, I have like to say thank you so much for all you guys, for all the supporting. Not just the students, but also the instructors as well. The era was teaching like pretty much a lot of classes for me. During these 9 weeks, I was just training. I wasn't like teaching at all. I taught like a very small time, right? Like I taught like a couple classes until I got the result, you know, I was working for. You know, we work hard. We have a hard camp, training camp, and you guys saw the fight, you know. So I was ready, and I saw his video like the last couple of days, right? I didn't watch before because why? I watched that, you know. I didn't. So I started watching right now, and the guy was training really hard. But like here we have like the best training, you know. So we have like great training here. We don't have like guys coming from different places like to train, you know. But we have us, you know, the family. And I believe this is like the most important thing for us to achieve like our goal. And you guys saw like when I train, like I train every single day. I didn't skip the train, you know. Sometimes it was just me and Josh on the mat like drilling. I was drilling, I was training. I was doing what I tell you guys to do, right? And I think that's the most important thing for me is like showing the example and how to achieve your goal, you know. That's the most important thing for me. You just gotta persist, you know. No matter what the result you have in your fights, in your career, you just gotta persist and keep going, you know. What I did for this fight, I just tried to be focused, you know, the whole camp, you know, with everything I was doing, you know. And I put my camp on paper and I follow what I write, you know. And if the paper was saying like, oh, you need to do this today, even if I was like dying and tired, I would do that. You know, I went through that. It was like hard. Sometimes like people who was here, like I was yelling, like getting crazy, lots of pain in my body. But you gotta pay the price, you know. Nothing in life is easy, right? I see a lot of guys, they have a dream to achieve something in life. But most of people, like, you know, a high percentage, you know, of people, they kind of like give up in the middle of the road, you know. And you can't give up. You just gotta keep going. You gotta keep driving. And the most important thing for you to drive yourself and keep you going is your mind, you know. Because the body always wants to be lazy. The body always wants to sleep. The body wants to be home like eating popcorn, you know. The body wants to go movie theater and watch movies, you know. But when you have a goal in your mind, you just gotta keep driving. You gotta keep waking up, and you gotta keep like thinking about that until you achieve that. And also, it's all about the vision, you know. I believe that. Like before anything happens in your life, you have a vision, and once you have the vision, you can find, you can get there, you know. So when I start training, I never like in my life train thinking about like, oh, I'll lose, you know, or this guy is really tough. No matter how hard I train, I'll lose to that guy. So you just like visualize the loss. So you can't do that. You gotta always visualize what is gonna be the best for you, because you're born to be the best. You're born to be the number one. You're born to be like a great person. The way I fight, it was good. It was great. I feel like, oh, nice, good fight. I controlled the whole fight, but I had a lot of mistakes in the fight as well. I lost a couple positions, you know, and I have things to fix, you know. So you always need to like realize like you always have something to improve, you know, no matter what, winning or lose. You always have something to improve. Okay, don't forget that. And one thing I want to tell you guys is you cannot like just be a lunatic. What is a lunatic? It's like somebody who say they want to be something, but they don't work to be something or to be that thing. You know what I mean? Like sometimes you say, I want to be a doctor, but you never open a book to read. Or sometimes you say, oh, I wanna be the best jiu-jitsu fighter in the world, but you don't come to train, you know? Or you say, I wanna be a basketball player, but you never are in the court like throwing the making hoops, you know what I mean? So you gotta work for that, you know? If you have a dream, you gotta go there and work for that, no matter what, okay? And you guys follow the camp, you guys saw everything, so and I think that's the way we should do things, you know, just work hard. It's a good feeling, you know, when you work and everything you do, like it's like worthy, you know, it's a good feeling. Of course, like sometimes we go there and we lose, right? We go there and lose. I could lose too, you know. And when you lose, you got frustrated, you know, you feel sad, you feel like, oh man, I worked so hard, and you know, but you gotta like persist, because we always have a chance. We always have a chance. But of course, we cannot accept like being like frustrated all the time, you know what I mean? If you don't want to be frustrated anymore, if you don't want to lose, work harder. You know, maybe you didn't work enough. The guy worked more than you, that's why he beat you, you know what I mean? So that's the mentality, okay guys? And here we have competitors and non-competitors. But at the end of the day, I believe the competitive side of Jiu-Jitsu helps a lot in life, you know, because we learn with all these ups and downs, okay? Especially in training, in daily training, you know? So just keep focused, aware, and have a lot of discipline, you know? Because discipline is something like a few people have, okay? So I say this all the time, you know? Do not forget the small things. The small details make a huge difference at the end of the day, you know, at the end of the journey. Because let's say, if you show up like 3 minutes late, it's a small detail, right? But maybe because that 3 minutes late you come, you lose something in training, that will make you lose the fight. But if you show up 3 minutes earlier, maybe that 3 minutes early you come, you put your mind focus on the training, and then you can train better. You know what I mean? So just small things like dieting, you know? Like, oh, I'm not gonna eat chocolate today. It's just one piece, but maybe that piece of chocolate you take make you get fatigued. You know what I mean? So, okay, I'm not gonna take this. It's just a small detail, but you know, you make me champion at the end of the day. You just follow every single step and do not forget the small things, okay? That's really, really important too. Okay? 1 minute, 2 minutes, 3 minutes, 10 minutes is a small thing which make you big, okay? All right, guys. All right, let's go. Let's train right now.